2014 to 2017, we were the laughing stock of the league. And then we just went on a run.
The Growlers win their 3rd straight game.
We felt like this was going to be our year. And then the second half of the season came.
And the Growlers lose their 6th straight tonight, 5-4.
Oh my God, everything we're doing is working. They had so much confidence going into game 2.
9-5 victory over the Pit Spitters. They sweep in advance.
We spoke all summer that the championship was going to have to go through Traverse City. Mission accomplished.
So we get through Traverse City. We're pumped. We're excited. No one's going to put a banner up for beating Traverse City, right? And so now we have to face the best team in Northwoods League history, the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, who set the Northwoods League record for the best record ever. So, and we got to go play them on their home field. So we got to travel almost 8 to 10 hours north on a bus and go play the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters.
Hey, we're heading out West River Cafe, get the day going, good breakfast, most important meal of the day. See you there.
Yeah, again, no betting line said we should win. No pundit or commentator thought we should win. No one thought it was going to happen, and except the guys on the bus, and except the guys that were traveling.
It's the 2022 Great Lakes Division Championship at historic Witter Field. Tonight, the 36-35 Kalamazoo Growlers take on the 57-15 Wisconsin Rapids Rafters.
Again, just the confidence level inside our clubhouse and with our team was really high at that point. Part of it was knowing we had done our work, knowing that we were prepared, knowing who the starting pitchers were, knowing who we had available. We just never felt like we weren't going to win. It's kind of hard to describe.
The ground ball over to the left side. On the run, the pick not in time by Agawa. As the 3-1 is hit on the ground. Brewer backhands throw over the pick by Agawa in the dirt. The second error of the inning from a Rafter allows for another run to score. 0-2. Little blooper in the left field. That will drop. 1 run scores for the Rafters. Rounding third is Brewer. The newest Rafter, Alex Bauman, gives Wisconsin Rapids their first lead of the night. And finding a way to get in as Conniff drops one into left center field. Rounding third is Bauman. The throw from Dykstra will be cut off by Schumann. Advancing to second is Conniff. Chris Conniff makes it a 5-2 ball game. The 0-1 is hit in the air to right field. That ball's going, and off the top of the wall. Spradlin at third is being held up. 2 for 3 tonight. Corners in for the Rafters. First pitch hit over to the right side in the outfield. 1 run will score. Dykstra will score. Vince Benenkia makes it a 1-run ball game on a 2 RBI single. Payoff from Mendoza. Upstairs, ball 4. Kalamazoo has tied the ball game.
Well, I think going into that game, their ballpark is so unique. Yeah, it's a very small field, so you're never out of a game in that ballpark. And that was the biggest message going into it was, even if we're ever down by 4 guys, we're never out of this game tonight.
Alex Bauman, the third baseman, on deck if the inning continues. Johnson set, Johnson fires, Johnson sends this game into extras. Grab your popcorn, grab the Cracker Jacks. We got extra inning baseball in the Great Lakes Division Championship. Stefan, Tally, Calarco due up in the top of the 10th when we return from Winter Field. You're watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network.
And same old thing, right? Here we go, tight game. You know, I think they were up at one point. Is this where it ends? Well, you know, Kaysen happens.
Brings up the first baseman, Kaysen Taggart. Taggart tonight with a single in the 5th inning and a pair of walks.
You know, we usually bunt more than we did, and I didn't that night.
Conservative leave by Calarco at first. Big swing and a miss from Taggart.
In the back of your mind is like, I'm gonna let these boys swing it. Like, someone's just gonna drive a ball out of the yard tonight.
Taggart in the regular season with the runner on base, batted .298 with 10 RBIs.
The guy in first in that ballpark is in scoring position.
Pitch number 47 to come home. Just misses low.
He's down 1-2. There's 2 outs. There's a guy in first.
1-1. Popped up, left side. Ballman over by the fence as it drops about 5 feet on the other side.
You know, almost every statistic says he's going to get out.
Howie set. 1-2 home. Hit in the air, right field. That ball's carrying. That ball's going out of here. Kalamazoo!
Go. He's got to get this on camera right here.
It hits that ball, and the second it leaves its bat, you're kind of sitting there like, oh man, that might be out of here, right? And you could just feel the whole energy of our dugout going up and the whole energy of that stadium going down. And that was one of the most, that was up there with a playoff game several years ago, but that was just one of the highest moments of my baseball career. And I was kind of like, holy cow, like, we're going to do this. You know, like, this is happening kind of a moment.
Raptors down 8-6 in the bottom of the 10th inning. Johnson home, hit in the air, left side. Bienkna under it. Growlers are going to the championship. Oh my God.
Job finished? Job not finished? One more, baby. Let's do it.
All summer we have talked about it wasn't an if, but when. That win is tomorrow night. Go win the Job's not done. Let's go, Tags. Hey, zoo on 3. 1, 2, 3, zoo!
Well, I think as a coach, the first thing you always do when you get to the ballpark is you just try to get a read on your guys, right? Like, they're going to tell you how the day is going to go, usually at about 3 o'clock every day. And our guys were so relaxed. You know, like, there was such a calm confidence about them. And again, I think they had that same feeling I did of there's no way we lose.
We're not leaving this place without a ring, baby. Let's go.
Be greedy, take no prisoners, and stay savage. Let's get it. You know, when you lose, you die in war zone, and you gotta fight back
get back in the game.
From the gulag.
From the gulag. Look, this is the gulag. We're in it. And we're about to fight and win and get back in. Come home with something on our finger, baby.
Now we're playing in front of a whole nother city, a whole nother state we've never been in, and playing for the Northwoods League championship. It was gloomy. It was rainy. I was tired. I didn't even play the game. We were traveling to Traverse City, back, Wisconsin Rapids, Duluth, Minnesota. This is in a matter of 3 days, right? We're going all over the country playing games that are emotional for me, let alone the players. And so I was tired. I know our players were probably tired. Yeah, still nervous. Are we going to get all the way to the finish line and fall on our face?
And I tell you, we are ready. These guys have been pumped up the last half an hour. You could see a lot of them were really fired up, and finally this first pitch for them, I'm sure they're all relieved.
This one is going to get down.
That's what I'm talking about. Went with the fastball up, outer part of the plate, and gets an RBI in the first run of the game.
It's going to get up the middle and score at least one. Throw is to third. The run scores, and the runner is out, but the run scores.
Everything that should happen is happening, and then we scored a run, and we scored another run, and we scored another run.
You got to really squeeze it coming down, Joe.
This is going to score a run. It's to the gap. All the way to third is Bianchina, and he will be held up there. It's a long single for Anthony Steffen. Ball. Runner goes. They're going to try to get a run down. This is a design play. The run will score. They're going to get Steffen in the rundown and tag him out, but not until after the run scores. A designed pickle play.
For that entire week, our guys were just finding a way to win their individual battles, and it was so many different guys that once you kind of got through that first inning and you got settled in and just started playing baseball, it was just a lot of fun.
This one is hit in the air to right. Long run for Miles Beal. Did he get it? He did. Steve Bartelstein down the right field line says yes, and what a catch. Second here in the top of the sixth. This one is going to get through. Here comes Calarco. The throw will not be in time. It is 7-0 Kalamazoo. This one is hit in the air to right. Back going Painter. He's got a beat on it. He's going to make the catch, and the throw will come into second. And another run scores for Kalamazoo.
When Eamon came out of the game the night before in Wisconsin Rapids, he had thrown 48 pitches. And I remember waking up the next morning and going through my pitch charts and going, oh my God, Eamon's available to close. The guy who's been here for 3 years and our captain. So when we got late in that game and we had that lead, I knew right away I was going to go to Eamon. Right, Eamon was meant to pitch in that moment. So we give him the ball, and the one thing I knew about him is he's not going to give a team free runners. He's going to attack. And I don't know if a championship is going to mean more to anyone on that roster than Eamon.
Kalamazoo Growlers leading it 8-2, bottom of the ninth.
That game just flew by, but to that last inning, I think it got to that ninth inning, and then it slowed down. I just did not think that last inning was ever, we were going to get that last out.
Joe, this will be interesting here. Just kind of watch this one play out. It's going to be, you're gonna know what happens on this at bat here real quickly, even if you weren't watching your television.
There's so many words from this year that I think about when I think about our season, but yeah, grit. I mean, those guys persevered. They believed when no one else did. Yeah, it was a special group that will forever be remembered.
2 outs, bottom of the ninth. 2022 Northwoods League Summer Collegiate World Series Championship game here in Duluth, Minnesota.
For everyone in the community, like when we started the Kalamazoo Growlers, and people told us like baseball in Kalamazoo won't succeed. We've tried it.
His team trailing by 5. Towards short. Bianchina has it. The throw is in time. And Kalamazoo, you have made the improbable possible. The number 8 seed is now the 2022 Northwoods League champions.
Oh my God! Tony, we weren't leaving without it! Big toe! It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! Amen! Whoa! Come on, let's go, Kazoo!
So you and I were sitting down trying to figure out how we're going to end this doc, and you told me about something after the game that really resonated with me, and I felt kind of just encapsulated the entire theme of this season and this story. That I was wondering if you could just tell me what you saw.
Yeah. I mean, for me, you're talking to a guy that's been in thousands of baseball games over the course of my career. I've coached, I've played, I've been in minor league baseball for 15 years. I've seen more games than I'm proud of. And for me, unfortunately, I never won a championship. Come close plenty of times, but it just never happened for me. And you would think that game in Duluth would have been the most memorable game of my life. And for 30 minutes, it was. But the most memorable game of my life to this day is the game that happened after the championship. These guys just got done with 75 games in 80 days. This is on top of a college season where these guys played another 50 plus games. So, you know, these guys have played about 130 baseball games in a short period of time. The last thing that these guys should be doing is playing another baseball game. But here we are, 30 minutes after the championship win in Duluth, Minnesota, hundreds of miles away from home, and these guys are playing a sandlot baseball game on the field. To be in an empty stadium and to see those guys playing the game of baseball the way it was meant to be played, I mean, it was this whole season, the whole playoff run, I mean, the entire thing. It was, it was just so unlikely.
I broke my jaw on Eamon's shoulder on the celebration.
You never stop fighting. We lost guys mid-season to injury. Cody, the players, everyone fought back and made it happen. I mean, this is why you do it. It's the memories of a lifetime tonight.
That's what I'm thinking.
You are my kind of
boy.
Oh my God. I think Coach P is given permission to party tonight, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Where's the closest gas station?
I don't know. We're gonna find it.
Someone had to do it. Why not us?
Year 3, finally got a W with the championship. Kalamazoo for life, man. That's awesome.
Yeah! We are the champions, no time for losers. We are the champions.
Where do they play baseball?
Off the top at 5:30, the Kalamazoo Growlers are kings of the Northwoods League. The team knocked off the Duluth Huskies in a winner-take-all game last night.
The bus pulled into the parking lot about noon at Homer Stryker Field, and a bunch of Growler fans were there to greet them and get a first-hand look at the trophy. The first championship the Growlers have won, and it was definitely a Cinderella story. They were the 8th seed coming into the playoffs. Then they had to knock off the 2-time defending champs from Traverse City. Then they had to travel to Wisconsin Rapids to beat the top team in the league. And then last night, they were up in Duluth. They struck early with 3 runs in the second, got 3 more in the fourth, built a 7-run lead, and then held on to win it to 8-3. Here's your final out and some of the celebration. They have been celebrating ever since and sporting ear-to-ear smiles.
Honestly, I don't even know if it's sunk in yet. I mean, we're still just on the high of winning that game. We had a lot of fun on the bus, and we knew everyone was going to be waiting for us to get home. So we kind of got back in celebration mode again once we got to the exit, and this day just couldn't be any better.
Now the team will head its separate ways. They all have to go back to college. Some of these may have a future in professional baseball, but even if they don't, they'll be able to say they won a championship in a great league. What a memory for the Kalamazoo Growlers.
Celebration, what's up, boys?